What up, fellers?
You know who it is. I don't know what I'm gonna title this video yet, but that's not a big deal. Fellas, again, let me remind you who you're dealing with, what type of women you're dealing with in today's society, and what kind of beta male simp anginas, white knights, pussified white knights are out here. These girls belong to the streets. She's not yours, it's just your turn. You know how they come up with toxic masculinity and all sorts of other retarded phrases, stupid ass phrases that make men look like shit? Well, they're doing it without any evidence. They're saying men are, yeah, there's bad men, sure. But vast majority of men, we're not bad people. But they're making it seem like we are. They're making it seem like we beat children and women. Not children, sorry. We beat women. They're making it seem like it's a patriarchy. They're making it seem like they're being suppressed. Right? But the shit that we say, she belongs to the streets, she's not yours, it's just your turn. These things are right on the money, fellas. We don't just make these up out of our ass. We've been seeing these hoes behavior for the past 40, 50 years since feminism took place. And now we're saying these things. Really, the past 20 years have been really bad. And fellas, you're breaking your hard-earned money and bread on these hoes. Really. You know, whenever I ask a girl out on a date, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, on a date, and the date is a drink date, because that's usually where I take them, because you know your music is playing, you're getting drunk, you're tipsy, and then you can seduce her. The setting, the mood in a bar is just more seducing. It's working for you. So, in the back of my head, I'm thinking the only money I'm gonna spend on this girl is $2.20 on the Bud Light beer. That's it. That's if I can't make her buy me drink, because that's my first go-to. I always tell them, hey, you got the first round. And then I'll see how the conversation goes. But if that doesn't work, sure, I'll buy you a Bud Light, regular Bud Light, $2.20. Sure, I'll spend that on you, baby girl. Don't worry, no worries. Now, you don't like it? Sure, go buy yourself some drink. I'm buying you something. This is what you're gonna get, plain and simple. Why am I doing this, fellas? Why don't I pull out the red carpet for them? Do you think I never did that? Do you think I've never been hurt? Do you think I've never been burned? Do you think I know these things? I know how these girls are just because I watched some YouTube videos of some of the red pill content creators, and I read some books. See, the problem is you guys don't have enough experience under your belt with enough women. That's why you think that there's the unicorn out there. Fellas, I've talked to thousands of girls. I've slept with hundreds, and I've talked to thousands. They're all the same. There's no unicorn. There's no NAWALT. That NAWALT you're looking for, what's the NAWALT? Not all women are like that. For some of you guys who don't know what that means. There's none. I promise you, there's none. Even if you go to Utah, where everybody's supposedly virgins and whatnot, they all have these whole tendencies, fellas. And besides females' nature, besides, us knowing that these girls belong to the streets, besides the basics that, oh yeah, she's gonna go to college, she's going to get her back blown out, she's going to trash her body with alcohol and whatever. If a girl is going to a college, fellas, doesn't matter if it was community college, basically what she's majoring on is her ability to take cock. That's it. Her ability to fuck is what she's taking her major on. That's her major. That's her educational major. And her ability to hold her alcohol, to see how much she can hold. and how much liquor her liver can process, how much she can smoke, how turned up she can get, how experienced she can. That's what she's doing in college, fellas. They're not there for education. The fuck? Get the fuck out of here. These college degrees are jokes. You're telling me you're going there for the education. Oh, you're educated because you have this bullshit degree that even a high school sophomore could study and get. You're telling me you're educated just because you have that, right? Okay, yeah, sure. So, besides those ones, besides the regular signs and symptoms and whatnot, symptoms of being a thought, let's talk about the fact that it's not that, how do I want to word this? It's not that she will do these things to you. It's the fact that she can. That by itself should be enough to alert you. Hey man, what the hell am I doing? This is not how life's supposed to be. And fellas, let's just say that she doesn't run you over, right? She's a good girl. Let's just say that you actually did find that unicorn who's a virgin, who's hot, who's feminine, the whole 9 yards, right? Let's just say you found that, right? But I've talked about this before. You're giving up a big chunk of your potential for this woman. When you're in a relationship, monogamous, committed, serious relationship, a majority of your time goes to that person. That time that you could have used to build your empire. No, power couples don't exist anymore. She's going to be there to serve you and to take from you. She's not going to be there to build with you. You have to build it by yourself. Nobody's here to build with you unless you have business partners. That's different. But you have to build it by yourself. Nobody's out here watching your back. Everybody just wants to take from you. So once you finally start realizing these things, once you finally start seeing everything for what it really is, you finally realize that, hey man, MGTOW is really the best way and the only way to go about in life and into doing things. MGTOW does not mean you don't date girls. MGTOW does not mean you don't fuck girls. MGTOW does not mean you don't go out and party and have fun with your friends. MGTOW does not mean that you don't get trashed out of your goddamn mind and don't remember a damn thing the next day. MGTOW doesn't mean any of that. You can have all the fun in your life, in the whole world. Every single thing you want to do. You can snort coke off of a hooker's ass crack. Right? You can have a gangbang, an orgy with 10 different hookers from Vegas. But you can still live a MGTOW life. See, this is the thing. This is the problem with guys misunderstanding MGTOW. They think, oh, it just means you don't talk to women, you hate women, you're a misogynist, you're hurt, you're burned. Yeah, I just said I'm hurt and I've been burned before, but I don't give a fuck anymore. Definitely, I'm not gonna be hurt anymore. We learn from our mistakes, right? So yes, I have been hurt. Like this one motherfucker left a comment, and I know this dude too. Like classic simp comment. And it's a dude, not even a girl. And he goes, "Who hurt you?" I actually have a video coming up talking about that. I'm gonna break it down what it really means when somebody says "Who hurt you?" When a girl says what it really means when a girl says "Who hurt you?" and what it means when a guy says "Who hurt you?" I'm gonna break it down. So they think that, yeah, as I was saying, like they think we're bitter, we're hurt. We're not bitter. I'm fucking hoes every fucking week. In the past 3 weeks, I fucked 4 different girls. How am I checking myself out? I'm not. I am learning how the dating market, the dating scene works, and I'm taking advantage of it. I'm using it for my own advantage. That's all I'm doing. I'm coming up with a different strategy to tell you guys how to use it on your own advantage. But I'm still MGTOW. What MGTOW really means is that you don't have anything to hold you back. You don't have any kind of chain, any kind of baggage on your shoulders that's going to hold you back from doing the things you really want out of life. That's it. That's really what it really means. You don't have to get married if you don't want to. You don't have to date long term if you don't want to. You don't have to take care of your family if you don't want to. You can, sure. You don't have to pay somebody else's child support for somebody else's kid if you don't want to. That's really what MGTOW means. It's a tool. Feminism is a tool for women to be thoughts, to be whores. And MGTOW is a tool for men to be successful, to find peace within ourselves. You know, Coach Greg Adams talks about it all the time. Peace, quiet, and freedom, right? And I cannot agree with it anymore than already how I'm agreeing with it. Ever since I found Red Pill, and ever since I finally understood that I don't need a single damn soul on this planet to survive on my own, you have no idea how much more relieved I felt, fellas, knowing that I am the only person I need to take care of. That's it. You can take care of your family, your friends, your siblings, sure, if that's what you want. If you're doing it because of pressure, because of peer pressure or societal pressure, you're not MGTOW. You still have baggage. You're still letting some sort of someone or another entity hold you back. That's not MGTOW. That's not you going your own way. You can call me selfish or whatever, but society is selfish too. Society is looking out for its own benefit. Women are looking out for their own benefit. So why wouldn't we? Everybody knows that if we stop dating, if we stop marrying, the economy is going to crash. Do you know why? Because it's us men who's buying these women $400,000, $500,000 houses. It's us men who's buying their wives new cars. It's us men who's breaking our hard-earned bread on jewelry, diamond. It's us men who's taking these girls out on dates on Valentine's Day, on New Year's Eve, on Christmas, buying presents for her. Just do your research and figure out. I already know the number. I'm not going to tell you because that's your homework. You go do it on your own. Do your research and figure out how much money are being spent in relationships every single year, and just take and multiply that number by 0.9, and that number is being spent by men, because 90% of expenses that's being spent in relationships are being paid by men. Sure, I'll give the ladies the 10%. Sure. Oh, I got my own money. I buy things too. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You don't buy jack shit as much as your man does. Your man does all the things. So that's why that's what society keeps pushing us to be that nice guy, to simp for these women, to save her after she's done getting run through by their college athletes and after coming home from college. Oh, we're not gonna do it. Why? Because we have this skill set. It's not the skill set. We have this tool set, which is called MGTOW, which is called Red Pill, to let us know what reality and the world around us is really about. It's not sunshine and roses, fellas. It's cutthroat and cold and harsh. I'm trying to save you guys' lives here, and you guys are literally denying this information that can literally save your life. As I said, yeah, if you might have found the unicorn, sure, but you're giving up your potential out of life for that person. Settling with her is not your purpose, I promise you that. So you're giving up your purpose for this bitch. Sure, she's a great person. Sure, she'll take care of you. Sure, she will not divorce rape you. Sure, she will not cheat on you. Sure. But you're missing out on your purpose. You cannot fulfill both of those things at the same time, because she will not let you have all the time you need to create your legacy behind, and your kids are not it. I promise you. When you don't even have a winner mindset, when you don't even know how to win at life, you just live your 9 to 5 paycheck to paycheck, what the fuck your kids gonna do? What knowledge are you gonna leave to your kids behind? They're gonna do the exact same thing. They're gonna be the slave of the system, just like you are. And these motherfuckers who come in my comment section and leave comments and shit and talk just to talk shit, who hurt you, like, dude, look at your own fucking life first. What do you have in your life to brag about even? Let's say you want to brag about something. What do you even have in your life? Do you have $100,000 income in your bank account right now? Are you even working towards it? Do you have $1 million in your bank account? Are you even working towards it? Do you have a Greek godlike physique? Are you even working towards it? Do you have a cut 6-pack abs? Are you even working towards it? Do you have a passion for something? Do you even know how to find your passion? Are you even working to find your passion? After you have found your passion, are you even working towards it? Then why the fuck are you going in other people's comment section and wasting your valuable time just to type this shit out? You're a fucking, what do you call it? Keyboard warrior. That's what you are. You won't even look in my eyes. You won't even make eye contact with me if you met me in person. Because I would bitch slap the shit out of you. And you would fall on the ground just by one hit. Just from one hit. I'm not trying to start shit and talk shit on people and trying to start fights. All I'm telling you guys is for you to grasp this idea that MGTOW and Red Pill will save your life. And if you still don't, hey, it's your life, man. Go do experiments with your own life and see how it turns out for you. I was just lucky. I'm not gonna call myself the smartest man or the wisest man. I'm just very, very, very lucky that I was able to find this red pill knowledge at a very early age. Most guys don't find it till they're divorced, which is usually in their mid-30s or late 30s. But I was very fortunate to find it very early, thanks to this technological advanced era that I live in. Everything has its blessing and curse. But fellas, for example, today's Wednesday. I just came home from work. I'm going to go get some Chipotle. I'm going to come home, take a nap. Then after that, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to go on a run if I feel like it. If not, that's fine. I'm going to shower. I'm going to go hang out with the girl, going over to her house. She has a birthday today, so I'm going to give her the birthday dick. And then I'm going to come back home. I'm going to sleep like a baby. Nobody's in my life here to tell me what I can or cannot do. I don't have to answer to anybody. I come and go as I please. That's what I mean when I say that you don't have anything to hold you back. Most of you guys never even experienced that level of freedom. That's why you don't know how beautiful it is, how good it feels when you have that level of freedom. I'm gonna keep driving. I don't know why I just stopped. But fellas, use these hoes for recreational purposes and that's it. Don't ever use them for anything else but that. Okay? Ever. Recreational fun purposes, keep it moving. Don't cuff them, don't settle. Never settle. Even when you're in 40s, 50s, I want you, here's the thing about settling, fellas. Just briefly, okay? Here's the thing about settling. When you're in your 50s or 40s and you're a multi-millionaire, you don't have to settle, fellas. You'll be banging hoes till the day you'll die. When you're in your 60s, even in your 70s, you'll be banging hoes till you die if you're that rich. So you don't have to settle. You might want to. That's up to you. If you really want to, go for it, sure. But you don't have to. So that's what you should be striving for every single day when you're in your 20s. And you're still able to do this hard work to make it there. But when you're in your so that when you're in your 50s and 60s, you don't have a scarcity mindset. Because obviously we know that our looks ain't gonna help us get the bitches when we're in our 50s and 60s. It has to be something else. Our money and status will. And that's why when we are young, instead of trying to get all the pussy right now, we should get as much as we can get and focus on building a life up, so when we're older, we can use that result that we worked so hard for in our 20s then to get the rest of the pussy in our lives. Which one sounds better? Again, it's what you want out of life. After knowing all this, after having all this information in the palm of your hand, if you still decide to marry someone and throw your life away like that, hey man, sure, go for it. Who am I to tell you what to do, right? Fellas, follow me on Instagram at zeekpeak. And just know that there's lawyers, multimillionaires, billionaires, scientists, mathematicians, engineers, doctors who are MGTOW. I say it because I have met them. That's how I know. So this is not a group of people who are losers like how everybody else would like to think. You guys still don't know what my body looks like. I have a fucking six-pack, abs, broad shoulders, jacked muscles. Not bragging, I'm just telling you that for those of you guys who think that MGTOW guys are just fat losers who sit on their couch, you're out of your goddamn mind. Most of you guys won't even be able to keep up with me in the gym. We're not losers, we're smart, and we are saving our lives. We don't want to die. We don't want to get killed. We want to live a happy, peaceful, sound life. This is us crying out loud to the rest of the society, to the rest of the world, letting you guys know, hey, leave me alone. I'm fine just by myself. I don't need your pity. I don't need your sympathy. All I need is me, myself, and I. Hope this video made sense. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video to your friends. Until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.